Hi, Mike Wilkinson here, the value sales expert, helping you to understand, create and deliver great value for your customers and get paid for it. How are things going for you this fine day? Because today, what I'd like to talk about is the outcome of a survey I did last week, which, amongst other results, demonstrated that in this particular instance, more than 63% of people admitted that their failure to communicate value was the primary reason why they were losing business. And the question that always springs to my mind when I hear that, and it's a consistent result of surveys that I've done, my question is why? Why on earth does this happen? And if you think about it, delivering your customer value or communicating your value is what actually comes at the end of the value sales process. So there is, therefore, I think, a risk that perhaps one of the reasons why we're not communicating our value effectively is because we're failing to understand what the issues are that the customer is facing in the first place. Value discovery, the first bit of the value sales process, is absolutely the foundation for your ability to communicate value at the end of it. Now, I would suggest that there are effectively two value propositions going on. One, right at the beginning of the sales process, where you're trying to communicate to the customer or potential customer why they should talk to you. And there needs to be some value in that, the promise of some potential value in having that conversation. And you're going to then take them via the value sales process to the end of the value process, where you are going to communicate with them why they should choose you, if you like, the final value proposition. So something is either going wrong between those 2 points, or there's something actually going wrong in the way in which value is communicated ultimately. I would be really interested to understand which of those it is. If it's process, there's a problem with the value sales process, that can be relatively easily addressed by just finessing the process, looking at it, identifying what the stages are of the process for you, and making sure that they're delivering all the things that you would wish them to do. Ultimately, then, if it's a failure of the actual value communication, the final value proposition, then you need to look at how you are putting your value proposition together. And is it fulfilling the 3 critical criteria of effective value propositions? Number 1, does it resonate with your customer? In other words, can your customer clearly understand how what you are proposing will address the issues that you have uncovered during your value discovery? 2, does it differentiate? Can they look at your proposal and clearly identify reasons why they should be purchasing from you rather than anybody else, simply because of the value that you're going to deliver? And then finally, does it substantiate? In other words, is the risk taken away? Can you demonstrate that you do deliver on your value promises? That's it. Those 3 things are all important. So, are you getting the value sales process right? And then are you getting the component elements of your value proposition right? Let me know. See you soon.